What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to I Am's Vision Station. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Thank you for your likes and your subscription. They are very much appreciated. I needed to make myself laugh before I cut the camera on because I'm about to look into the situation with Teresa Martin. Okay, as I'm shuffling, I'm just gonna like break down a little bit of what could be going on at this time. Okay, with the Kanika Jenkins situation, me personally, how I feel about Teresa Martin showing back up more in the picture. I'm just trying to figure out why. Like, why is Teresa Martin deciding to come back and claim that she wants so-called justice after she had decided to sell her daughter out, okay, as well as the people who really cared about finding justice for Kanika, okay? Apparently, a lot of us who did the deep diving in the rabbit holing with the Kanika Jenkins case already foresaw that Teresa was looking for money. Okay, I mean we knew we were very upset about the fact that we were left hanging. Okay, a lot of people put a lot of their energy into this Kanika Jenkins situation. So now Teresa Martin has shown up more in the public, and she does not look like she used to. She's not speaking pretty much. I mean, she's, of course, still throwing the Jesus thing around, and now it's almost like she's trying to present herself as if she's a preacher. I'm like, it's almost as if she, missed her calling or something like that. I'm just saying, because I'm just like, what are you doing now, Teresa or Martin? Are you preaching now? Okay, so, she's throwing all kinds of spells out there out of her mouth. You just have to kind of just not take in what she's saying because she doesn't know what she's saying, okay? Half of the stuff she's saying, she don't know what she's saying. There appears to be some serious, mental anguish going on with Teresa at this time. The very first card that I saw was somebody took everything somebody had, okay? Whether that be Kanika Jenkins herself, her, other people that she lost collectively in her family, or that could mean that when I saw that video last night, which I didn't think made no daggone sense, I think kind of sort of it was for clout. However, I'm trying not to, be biased about the situation based on how I feel about Teresa Martin in general. Okay, but when I saw the little clip on the video I saw last night, yeah, it appeared that somebody had kicked down a door, okay, one of those, regular suburban type of doors, okay, apartment type of doors. It shocked the hell out of me to find out Teresa has been living in an apartment. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I mean, the floors is nice and everything, but, most apartments have that upstairs, downstairs effect, okay? That's what gave it away for me. And, the door was on the floor, okay? I did notice that the lock portion, the side where the lock enters the other side of the wall, yeah, that had some type of mischief to it. Looked like somebody actually did kick a door down with 3 youngins, okay? And what I also found interesting was the fact that someone, possibly Teresa Martin, I'm like, okay, somebody kicked in your door and shit like that. You follow a motherfucker out the front door, okay, when the door has been completely knocked off the hinges, allegedly. Okay, I'm gonna say allegedly because the way the door was on the floor, it kind of looked weird to me. My first glance, it was like, why is the door turned the opposite direction? Spun around type of shit like that. Okay, maybe my analysis is off when it comes to the position of the door, what side the lock or the knob supposed to be on, and shit like that. Or the camera could have just been flipped. It could have been something serious as that. But the other thing I was tripping on as well was the fact that, back to it looking like Teresa was following them out the door, and I'm like, shit. I had to ask myself that question, like, if that was going on with me, if somebody had kicked in my door and the door was completely off the rocket, okay, and would I be following them out the door? I have not been hurt or nothing like that. A door just was kicked down. I don't know what happened behind the scenes with that camera or whatever, but my analysis so far is that Teresa set that shit up, okay? And the reason why it is claimed that, these youngins kicked down her door is because of something that somebody was supposed to have said about Lil Durk, and that brings up the whole Kanika Jenkins situation all over again. It just seemed like this whole thing is planted, okay? I'm just saying, because it's just weird how it just all come out the blue. It did not come around. It did not come out around the time of her anniversary. I didn't see any, posts, or traffic or algorithm based on Kanika Jenkins until like maybe this week. Maybe I'm just a late bloomer, okay? Maybe I was just late, okay? However, it's popping up more and more now. And speaking of that, matter of fact, Kanika energy has been trying to peek on through in other people's readings in the last, I would say, month or so. Okay, before all this really started blowing up with Teresa coming back into the scene. Okay, Teresa has been using a lot of strong language, okay? Yeah, I said that. She goes in between, people going to hell and, the same old regular rhetoric, but God. And that one thing I'm still trying to figure out is where in the hell is them bastards? I haven't heard anything about the bastards, okay? So she is not the same person as she used to be, okay? She has changed, and not for the better, okay? I also heard that she had to get in contact with CHA. I took that to be Chicago Housing Authority, and I was just thinking, well, damn, didn't you get $3.7 million out of the $10 million, okay, that you was awarded, that you settled for, instead of continuing to find out what happened to your daughter? And it was a real kick in the ass. I understand, the backlash and all that towards Teresa Martin, but you can't help but try to figure and understand where the audience was coming from. The same individuals that you were asking to help you, okay? To tell us to kiss your ass is like really. It just make it appear that, all along this was about money, okay? And it appears to me that Teresa has come back around the corner. Maybe that was a meeting done between her and Jedediah and the rest of the cast to resurface the situation. Maybe somebody was like, oh, you want some more money? I know you ran out of money. You're calling housing authority, and this and then the other to help you get out of a tough situation. Because from what I understood, Teresa is homeless or is struggling to a point where she's about to be homeless, or something about her being homeless, okay? Maybe it happened before she got this apartment or whatever the case. And what the other thing that tripped me out was, the dang on dog barking in the background. I was just like, really? I said, at that point, I think, I would have just sick my dog on the motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm just saying, the dog, I know there's a law, if the people's leaving the property, that's considered an assault or whatever the case, but they shouldn't have brought their ass up in there. I'm just saying, if this is a real robbery, okay, in general, okay, yeah, I'm not saying nobody should get killed if they're running away, but something should happen, somebody should get, something done to a kneecap or something like that if you think, you just gonna bust up in somebody's house and threaten them and shit because of some fucking words in a damn song. Okay, anyway, maybe I'm just too old for this weird ass shit, for some of this shit, okay? Somebody need to stop being hard on themselves, okay? Maybe they feel guilty. I got a lot of Teresa feeling really guilty. Maybe she felt ashamed, okay? Something about a real estate agent, okay? Could be significant. Maybe she is in trouble with a real estate agent, or maybe she's looking towards a real estate agent. Maybe she's thinking about trying to buy a house, okay? Or maybe she knows a real estate agent or some shit. Okay? This is for likes and views. Of course it is. It's always for likes and views. I mean, once you cut that camera on, don't matter what the subject is, whether it's Christianity, religious or spiritual or tarot, or, you in the hospital as a nurse, or you a cook at McDonald's, or you could be a chef, a big time chef, like Chef Ramsay. You can even be at a party like Crown Plaza, and as soon as you cut that goddamn camera on, it's all about likes and views. Okay, let's just keep it real. That's why we be like 11:11 just passed here. That's why we be like make sure that you like and subscribe. Okay, that would definitely help the algorithm. Okay. And if there's a feature on here that says, to hype the video, please do so. I really would appreciate it. Would really help the viewers who need to see this video in depth. Okay, this video is for people who have long attention spans, or just need something to listen to while you at work or whatever, as well as putting two together, hopefully. Okay. I love, personally, I really don't want to dive deep into this shit all over again, because I think that's what they're trying to push, for everybody to get all together and get our emotions all caught up in all kinds of weird shit before, and get all distracted, and all kinds of weird shit be going on behind the scenes and shit like that, just like last time. I mean, when the Kanika Jenkins case came around, it was 2017. It was 3 years before 2020, which was the biggest year of the collapse of and the renewing of a lot of shit. Okay, so maybe this is another cycle of that bullshit. Okay, you will draw a lot of new people that never heard of this case before. I mean, pretty much. But they don't have every single thing that we had, and they don't have the information the OGs have. Okay, like myself, yeah. So where they'll find it eventually, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? But it would really be nice if the real intent and motive of everybody involved, including the social media bloggers, have the true, real intention of finding out exactly what the hell happened with Kanika Jenkins, if you even feel like it's even worth it anymore at this point. Okay. Somebody told a third party they're in love with somebody. What does that have to do with Kanika Jenkins' mother? Or Kanika herself? Is this about September? So this shit happened in September. There was a third party in September. I don't know if this is Kanika or is this her mother's situation or whatever. Somebody is trifling. Okay, somebody is thinking somebody trifling as fuck for doing something like this. Somebody could have been a third party. Okay, this message could be coming from the spirit realm. Okay, somebody could be spying on somebody on the internet. Okay, or somebody connected to Teresa Martin is spying on the internet. Okay, possibly. Okay, with no profile. Okay, she could be, or somebody is looking in somebody or into someone with no profile. Somebody rental van and truck. Okay. I remember this coming up before for Kanika and the case itself, but we're not focused on the case itself unless something does come true about that. Okay, we're just focused on what the hell going on with Teresa. So something about a trunk. Uh, something about a rental car, truck, van. Something about being trifling about a truck or a van or some shit like that. Somebody did something they ain't got no business doing, okay? Somebody was messing with somebody for no damn reason. Indirectly, okay? Indirectly, somebody is fucking with somebody on purpose. Somebody got insomnia. Somebody's a fucking coward, okay? Okay. Somebody likes to take other people's homes and life. Somebody is a copycat. Yeah. Somebody likes to like take over other people's homes in their life. Burglary. So maybe this was a real burglary. Teresa might be in a situation right now or the mind state of not being able to sleep at night because of this. Something about a trunk. Maybe somebody found out about something in a trunk. Okay? Somebody's like, I will always be there for you. Okay? Spirit guys, we need, what other messages do we have for the Teresa Martin situation? Why is Teresa here? Why is she coming back around? Okay. It does appear that she does need some help, some support. Nobody else is around her anymore. Where's Lenore and all her grandbabies and children that be around her? Okay. Somebody's always in somebody else's business. Okay. Okay. Self-pity. This is what she's going through. Okay. Somebody feel abandoned. Okay, so maybe people, and abandon her and her family and shit like that. If that's the case, what's the reason behind it? Spirit guys is telling me to take a closer look. And this is purple. Take a closer look. Did Teresa get into a situation where she was placed in a trunk or something? Somebody took everything somebody had. I didn't see them leave the house with anything. They left empty-handed, it looked like. Is this about her house being robbed or what is this? Ooh. Somebody like, be careful how you treat people. So maybe she made somebody piss the fuck off. She pissed somebody's ass off. Somebody pissed somebody's ass off. Be careful how you treat people. Or this could be what she's saying about what happened. Suppose that happened at her house. Okay. So I didn't like do dates and shit like that. I didn't organize the videos. I only seen like maybe 1 or 2 videos or maybe 3. I may not have gone through the whole entire videos, but we're gonna try to stay with what's going on right now. Somebody could be thinking about going back into this case, like really deep diving, even though there are a few who never left it. Um, I'm not gonna mention their names, you know, because some of these bloggers are takers and they anyway. Somebody was manipulating somebody into staying with them. Okay, somebody was manipulating somebody. Somebody got caught up in a third party relationship or situation, and somebody was like keeping somebody in their life. Okay, trying to manipulate somebody. I hate to say this, but for the sake of the audience, okay, and Kanika Jenkins herself, and Teresa Martin's family. But I felt as if through the 8 years I got to study, because I don't know Teresa. So I'm going to say study Teresa. I've noticed that Teresa really has a lot of, she focuses a lot on her beauty, her body, and men. Okay, that's something that I noticed that she has. That's one of her weaknesses. Okay, it's a lot of our weaknesses. That's why I'm speaking about it in this manner, and I'm not gonna like bash her about it, but this is something that I noticed about her, especially when I first got on the Kanika Jenkins scene and I saw that video about the post that she was making in the very beginning of the case, where she was, she had just supposedly recovered over cancer surgery or whatever. She still had tubes and stuff in her, yet she was asking to go out on a date. She just left, split up from or separated from James Coleman at the time. The same guy that was just standing there, not even giving no type of input or nothing about the Kanika Jenkins case whatsoever, head down in the phone. I don't know what he was doing. I could be, reading into it a little bit too much, but as far as I'm concerned, he really didn't give a damn about what was going on, okay? And then he had the connection with the hotel, okay, construction-wise with the Bill Murray restaurant or whatever, so and then the Eastern Star connection, and that town being connected to trafficking and a whole bunch of other kind of crap. Okay, it's so much going on with the situation itself, and you got this mother who comes back around after she takes millions of dollars. $3.7 million is not a lot of money. However, at the same time, you still would think, okay, Teresa would be a lot more established than she is. I'm just like, damn, shit, she living in an apartment, damn. Everybody's not the same, but I just can imagine, at least buying a piece of land, you know what I'm saying? Something I can really call my own, the taxes paid, possibly, the home built on the land, or, whatever the fuck, something that can carry down something generational wise, other than, life insurance, okay? Oh, shit. You know, even for something now, she has a lot of people, family members around her. It can be like a big thing like it used to be for her when Kanika was around, when Monifa and Shamaya and all them people was around, including the grandkids and nieces and nephews and everybody, you know what I'm saying? I could see, something like that happening, even if it did take up the whole $3.7 million, I felt as if that would have been better than the situation she's in now. So I'm feeling like Teresa could have been getting manipulated by different men, okay, that they only come around for whatever she can do for them, and then they leave, because I've seen it in the situation with that guy, James Coleman, and I also believe, James Coleman, at least that's what I heard, is James Coleman could have had a situation occur between him and Kanika Jenkins, okay? That could be a situation as well. So I'm thinking that uh, Teresa is doing a lot more. She's more in her own energy, in her own devil energy at this time. I think she, with everything that's happened through all of her life, Kanika's missing, cremated. Okay, I've seen the papers. Okay, so she's supposed to be cremated. Okay, according to the certificate or whatever. So that's telling me that she's not in the casket. So who the fuck in the casket? And this cannot be helped. Okay, so people was like, I noticed somebody in one of the videos was asking, well, why don't nobody go over there to see how she doing and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, and this is me and my ego thinking, well, why would we? Why would we go over there to help her? Because I mean, all the things that Teresa has said, I mean, according to her, we going to hell, we wrong for our views and things like that. And not that she doesn't deserve to be looked after or nothing like that, but it's not our responsibility. Okay, when you told us that we need to mind our business and all this other kind of shit after you asked us for our help and then gave you your BBL to kiss, you know, I feel like why should I put myself in the way of giving a fuck about that right there? I kind of sort of feel like it's a little bit of karma, and I hate to say that. I really do hate to say that because according to Teresa, now it's, oh, they forced me to take the money and forced me to keep my mouth shut and all this old weird ass shit. Okay, so a lot of us ain't falling for it no more. Okay, we're not gonna help the ones that agree with what I'm thinking. Okay, we're not gonna put our lives on the line to do anything. Period. We're gonna wish those the best that actually get some answers if there is anything to get. So we got focus here. Something about a government phone or government service. So maybe the government has something to do with the cell phone or something like that. Maybe the government is looking into it somehow. I don't want to be loved. Somebody's like, I don't want to be loved. Okay. Somebody does witchcraft. Ocean. Somebody connected to her. Okay. Somebody needs some fucking help. So maybe somebody is gonna go to Oshun for help, or maybe that's what needs to be done. Somebody, Teresa, might be asking for help. Okay, this could be it. Yeah, she's in a deep self pity, depression. Somebody's like, I'm back, or this could have something to do with. Remember when y'all was in there talking about that video with Irene was sitting in the hotel room? Okay. Maybe this got something to do with it, okay? It was actually helped me, but maybe, this got something to do with it. And the reason why I'm saying it is because somebody's like, I'm back. Do this have anything to do with the hotel situation? Or is this just, Teresa saying, okay, I'm back. I need help. Okay. She's begging. Yeah. She needs some help. Somebody needs some help. Okay. She needs some help. This is a warning. Oh. Yeah, she's not the same person she used to be. She needs some help. Spirit guy said, stop being a victim and use what you got, Teresa. Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. Okay, so it sounds like Spirit guys is like saying some shit. Like, what the fuck? What is this crying shit for? Maybe that's coming from no Shun energy. I don't know. Somebody got thick hair. Something about thick hair. Yeah, street dude, street girl. Kanika. It could be talking about Kanika. Okay. Somebody could be telling me, I'm getting a feeling this, like somebody could be saying I'm not the same person I used to be. Somebody's not the same as they used to be. Kanika could not be the same as she used to be. She could have reincarnated. Sagittarius. Okay. Somebody's a Sagittarius. Somebody is not connected to a Sagittarius, or something's going on with a Sagittarius could be significant. Teresa's a Capricorn, so it's not her. Somebody's seen as honorable. Okay, Sagittarius energy. Not random. This was not a random situation. Okay, or this situation is not random. This could be some, programming. I thought so. Programming. So maybe this has something to do with, because I think I heard them saying something about a documentary. Like I thought I heard Tubi. Maybe, was that me? Because I heard Tubi on this side of my ear. My ear's been ringing a lot here lately. I know messages been trying to come through. But yeah, I heard Tubi on this side. Something about pretending. Somebody could be pretending. A Sagittarius could be playing Teresa or not Teresa, Kanika. Okay, Sagittarius could be playing Kanika, or it's something about somebody pretending in a program. This is not a random situation. I said earlier, I said, this could be a situation like when they do collaborations on social media, okay? And you find out everybody's freaking connected, okay? Like street stars, and you got Lil Durk coming back up. I'm like, what the hell? Kanika ain't got shit to do with that, for real. I'm like, why is y'all bringing this girl up? Why don't y'all just, if this young lady supposed so-called for real passed away, why is y'all bringing her? Why don't y'all let this baby girl rest? This is what I'm thinking. Why don't you let her rest? Okay. It's money. It's so much money to be made behind it. Kanika is like a household name. It's like people, it's almost like, I feel like people did rituals on Kanika's name. Yeah, like literally did rituals on her name so it can forever live. That's why, Teresa led the march of justice for Kanika forever. Okay? When, we want justice right now, or some of us wanted justice back then, okay? Not forever, okay? Forever using Kanika's name as a money-making scheme, okay? They only come around for sexual favors. That's the people that's in Teresa's life. Because ain't no fucking way somebody's supposed to be breaking into her damn house like that. Okay. Not like that. Okay, so she could have been yelling, "Get out of my house." Okay? Get out of my house. So yeah, this is about, the so-called robbery. And I'm using words like so-called robbery and stuff because I don't know. Okay? She matches their energy. Okay? Or she did. Or there is somebody could be playing, a Sagittarius could be playing a street girl, which is Kanika possibly. Or Teresa could be playing a part of some shit like that. Take out resonate. Okay? Just know that these messages are alleged, okay? I should say it in the beginning, disclaimer. Okay? Um, but yeah, maybe this Sagittarius matches the energy of Kanika Jenkins. Okay? Somebody could be seeing butterflies. Okay? Ooh, a science experiment. Mm. You know, Teresa could be being used as an experiment. This, you know, Teresa, Kanika. I seen signs before with Kanika's messages before. So this could have been an experiment. Hip hop, a science experiment. Ooh. Frequencies. Mm-hmm. Frequencies. Yep. Some things will never change. They say hip hop will never change. It's the frequencies. It was an experiment. Wow. That's what the fuck all this shit is about. It's a damn experiment. Okay. Trying to use love to ruin somebody's life. Somebody could have did that to her. Okay. Undercover, whether she knew it or not. Somebody tried to use love to ruin somebody's life. Somebody is saying somebody can reach out to them if they want to talk. So somebody could be reaching out to Teresa. Okay. It could be one of her significant others. Oh, one of her cousins. Okay. One of her cousins. Hold for 1 second. You know, we got cousins here, right? So this could be Kanika talking. Okay. The only reason why I say that is because Kanika used the word cousins. Okay. This could be an ex, or this could be just something that's a saying. This could be one of Teresa's real cousins, or Kanika's real cousin, or you know, an ex, or somebody you know that they talk to. Could be some type of like shit where if you need anything, reach out to me. It could be sexual involved or whatever. Okay, they only around come for sexual favors again. We got that again. Okay, so what other messages do we have for Teresa or from Teresa? Something about Caucasian. We got a Caucasian person coming through. What about this Caucasian person? Teresa messed with a Caucasian dude before? Jamaican. Caucasian. What the fuck? Faded. She stay faded. Fail. She failed. Or maybe one of the people is Jamaican. Somebody got to have their coffee. They like being, yeah. Somebody gets embarrassed when they're around somebody. There we go. Damn security guard. I had a feeling this shit was gonna come up. When I seen Caucasian, I knew that shit was gonna come up. Security guard. What about the security guard? The security guard was faded. they expected you to be mentally drained after they did you dirty. Mm. What do you mean did somebody dirty? Like, what happened? Something was consensual. Okay. We got Osiris here, an Egyptian god. Could be attached to this. We got two African Kemet off limits. Somebody is like, okay, I'll go on ahead and do this thing, but this right here, this is off limits. You don't touch this part, or I'm not agreeing to do this part of the situation. Okay? Yeah, somebody is protective over somebody. Somebody could be life path one. Somebody's a natural leader. Okay, very independent, ambitious. But somebody has a problem with authority. They're very selfish and they're not flexible. Something about the moon. Okay, something could be coming up next full moon, or the moon could have something to do with this. Okay. This could be a spirit guide speaking, or somebody. Yeah, it could be a spirit. It could be the spirit of Osiris. Okay, protecting somebody. Okay, somebody's always on the phone. Okay, always on the phone. Ooh, Teresa could have been possibly left holding the bag, or somebody was left holding the bag. Maybe Teresa telling the truth about, they forcing her not to say nothing, but she took the money and all that. Maybe it's true. Yeah, same thing. Uses strong language. Critical security alerts. The security guard was left holding the bag. Not mentally capable. So there's a lot of mental anguish going on here. Critical security alert. Teresa could have been left holding the bag about something that she know, or it could have a connection, something to do with this burglary. That I don't think that this was the first time she was threatened. Okay, I don't. Somebody's a waitress or was a waitress. That could be Teresa, because she worked in the kitchen. I know her and Kanika worked together at White Castle. I know that much. Somebody could be a waitress right now, or maybe somebody is not mentally capable of being a waitress. Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, cocaine. Okay. Somebody need a parasite cleanse. Okay, or maybe somebody is doing it right now. Playing in our face. Somebody wants to leave. Somebody wanted to leave. Somebody was playing in somebody's face and they wanted to leave. It was good weather outside. It was 61 degrees that night. Somebody was locked in a room. Mm-hmm. On a mission. Watch me. Somebody daring somebody to do some shit. Locked in a room could be the same as being locked in. Teresa could have been locked in a room, or this has something to do with Kanika being locked in a room. Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy. Nothing is growing. Nothing is growing. Yeah, death. I mean, Scorpio is the death card. Nothing is growing. It ain't gonna grow because it's damn near dead. Okay, I'm not surprised. Nothing is growing. I'm not surprised. Domestic violence. So she could be going through that as well. She could have always been going through that because I noticed in the very beginning, she appeared to have a black eye on her left eye. Okay. I took it as maybe she was getting initiated into the Eastern Stars because, I just found it mighty funny. I'm like, damn, she just, got over cancer and shit. Then her arm was in the sling, or was it in the sling? I think it was like she had a brace on her hand, okay, on her wrist, okay, like it's like she was fighting somebody, okay. And yeah, I was thinking either it was domestic violence or maybe she was getting initiated because she had the blonde hair. Okay, those are signs of initiation. Okay. Yeah, this I was right. Somebody stole multiple times. Okay, this could be somebody connected to who she's dealing with. Okay. Yeah, somebody tried to backdoor somebody. The security guard tried to backdoor somebody. That's what this shit is. Okay. Domestic violence could be attached to this as well with Kanika. Security guard. I'm gonna leave it like this. Yeah, somebody tried to backdoor somebody. A security guard. Security system. Somebody cut the security system off. Yeah, we know that. So yeah, because I remember when I was the last time I was on this case. I think it was early 2024, right before I started school full time, and yeah, it was a statement made by somebody that said that somebody cut the damn security. There was a security guard that had remote control of the security system. He was walking around messing with the damn security cameras and shit. Okay, so somebody was messing with the damn security. Somebody was acting with force. Okay, they could be very skilled. She want to go shopping. She went and got a BBL, and yeah, we need some more clarity. Or she may need some more clarity. Somebody was hearing impaired. I'm thinking that's Kanika. Or maybe she's hearing impaired. Okay? Something about shipping. launched. Somebody in jail and prison. Security guard could be in jail or prison, or maybe somebody is a security guard at a jail or a prison. Okay, some of this could have happened in somebody's jail, behind bars. Okay, somebody could be getting beat up behind bars or in prison. Okay, somebody is locked up. I don't know who that is, but somebody's locked the fuck up. Okay, mistaken identity. So maybe Kanika's situation was a mistake. Okay, maybe I thought she was somebody else. Okay, by there being multiple people around, possibly. Okay, or it could be about somebody that's behind bars. Okay, MK Ultra. Yeah, bingo. Yeah, somebody was going under MK Ultra, or maybe this situation is an extension of the first situation. It definitely was a mind control situation. It's a governmental brainwashing situation with this. Somebody's getting rid of the third party, but you no longer want anything to do with it. That could be Teresa, or it could be what happened with Kanika. Okay. Street justice. Okay. Somebody could be getting rid of third party through by way of street justice. Third party. Who is the third party? You know, can you give me a little insight into the third party? Somebody's like, you can do whatever you want to do. Now, who is this third party though? Give me an idea who the third party is. What goes around comes around. Sure does. Sure does. That street justice. Life insurance. Here we go. Somebody did something for life insurance. Release life insurance. Releasing details about a life insurance. She said she don't need or want nobody's help. That's what she said before. She forgot. So we gotta remind your ass, okay? We gotta remind you that that's what the fuck you said. That that's what you said. But now you need that help again. You forgot. Somebody with the first, middle, last initial B. Okay, this could be a place or thing as well, or nickname. Something about plastic. Maybe it's talking about a BBL shit. Who knows? Somebody need to go to a mental facility, or they are going to a mental facility. Okay. Somebody could be in a room full of plastic. Okay. Something about business partners. This letter B person could be a business partner as well. Was Teresa got any businesses? I doubt it. But okay. New levels, new devils. This is what she's climbing up the ladder. Trying to climb that ladder again. New levels, new devils. Somebody try to attack somebody in the spirit realm. Okay. Somebody will always be here for somebody. That's from the spirit realm. Somebody is too nice for their own good. Okay. Or was too nice for their own good. Teresa, that could be her. Okay. Middle East. Somebody could be Middle Eastern, from the ghetto of the Middle East. There's really no such thing as the Middle East, but y'all know what I mean, okay? Somebody is being true to their inner child. Maybe this is what some of this is when it comes to Teresa. Maybe Teresa is like going through the dark night of the soul, you know. It is one of the steps to your spiritual awakening or something like that, okay? And you do have to go deep, deep down into the pits of your soul, which is more childlike, okay? In real life, I mean, that's what it is. It's childlike. It's like being at your most vulnerable moments or whatever, and some people decide to do it on the internet, okay? Somebody speaks justice. So it could be like a Middle Eastern person connected with this in some type of way, shape, or form, or whatever. Okay? I don't know. But maybe this is just Teresa speaking some type of justice, okay? Teresa orders food a lot. Okay? Mm-hmm. Somebody orders food a lot. Okay? She might get some type of gentleman or some company come around, and you know they do whatever, and they end up, you know, or somebody got somebody coming over and they ordering food and they end up getting sick. Okay. God. Somebody forgot God. Man. Yeah, somebody forgot about God. Okay. There could be a festival or a parade that somebody forgot about as well. Or maybe somebody wasn't able to go to a parade or a festival because they got sick. Okay. Somebody's like, oh shit. Somebody's like, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. I don't know if that's the damn, what the fuck is that? The house that the apartment she living in? Somebody's trying to stock up on something. Okay. Something significant about 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. Stock up. What if somebody that had something, I'm just saying, what if somebody that had something to do with the death of Kanika Jenkins, like their original thought was, we gonna burn this bitch down. Maybe because they were trying to cover some shit up. Okay? Stock up. I just seen stock up. So somebody could have been told to stock up something, okay, in the kitchen. And you know the trip parties. I did have a dream of I was talking to Kanika. You know, we was having a normal conversation and we were in the kitchen. It's crazy. The dream, we was in the kitchen, okay, and we were having a regular girl to girl, you know, conversation, and all of a sudden Kanika was like, I gotta go. Like that. She had on her little jean outfit or whatever, same way she looked that night or whatever. And she hid on like one of those shelves, like one of those metal shelves that be in restaurants or whatever, that you stock the paper towels and all that, you know, for the restaurant, you know, the cups and all that, but it was mostly paper products. And she balled up on there and she was like, I had to go. She got on there and she hid. And that was the end of the dream. I was like, what the fuck she hiding? I hate that in dreams like that, because that's like, damn, what the fuck? It'll just cut off to black. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember that. So maybe Kanika did like have to hide at one point in the kitchen or some shit like that. Somebody is starving without somebody's energy. Okay. Um, you do have people. I'm just realizing this here lately that you do have people out here that literally need other people's energy to survive, and without it, they will pretty much crumble. Okay, Teresa could be going through this. Okay, or this could be in general that Teresa needs everybody else's energy in order to help herself. Okay, yeah, she's the life of the party, or maybe we are talking about Kanika here. Okay, is in the color purple. Okay, so somebody is rolling dice. Somebody is like trying to start over. Or somebody did roll the dice, or maybe this has something to do with the guys that was in the in the doorway, in the hallway, in the outside the of 926. What was the room? 926. Okay, they was in the doorway playing dice at one point. Okay, when Kanika was supposed to so-called been in the hallway, but you know, we're not gonna go through all that, okay? Somebody's like, this isn't funny anymore. Um, yeah, something happened at that party. Something about rolling dice at the party. She was the life of the party. This ain't funny no more. Something started happening. The thing that I ain't get, I'm not gonna like shift blame on who did what, but I just found it funny. Like, okay, so Kanika, left the room. She won't feeling well. The whole time before that, dudes was trying to get at her. The whole fucking time. She was already drinking or whatever the case, right? She ain't feel like being fucked with because Monifa kept fucking with her. She ain't want to have shit to do with her. She was pissed off at Monifa. Okay, she may not have been around them that much until that night or whatever, right? But I'm just thinking, like, why the fuck would they leave her wherever the hell she was left at? Okay, in the condition she was in, and they knew that niggas was all over her. Like, that don't make no sense to me. And then if dudes was in the hallway rolling dice and shit, that means that other dudes was in the fucking hallway too. So that's a possibility that somebody could have took her ass in the hallway. Okay, or originally, like we were thinking, passed her ass off somewhere, or yeah, we not gonna get into all that, but yeah, it just got me thinking deeper. Okay, a little bit. I spirit guys is like, I should try this again. Really, somebody is telling me to try this again. I don't want to. It's too much energy to be drained. Okay, I still have notes and shit like that, but we ain't trying to. If something come across here and is like, oh shit, and I can prove it, then cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, return back to. Okay, so somebody could have returned back to a party. Healthcare worker. Somebody was a healthcare worker, or maybe somebody's returning back to healthcare or as a healthcare worker. Was Teresa ever a healthcare worker in the past? Should do this again. I know Kanika was trying to be a nurse or something like that, right? Tied up. Somebody was tied up, literally. Or maybe somebody got tied up in the midst of them trying to return back to healthcare. Or while they was in healthcare, maybe somebody was tied up. Or Kanika was literally tied the fuck up, okay? Or maybe somebody was transferred from one place, because I seen that word a lot in her messages too. Transported, transport. Um, Maybe she was one spot and then transported somewhere else to a healthcare facility. We got a lot of flying monkeys in here. Yeah, Somebody is like explore other options or places. So it's almost like somebody's like trying to tell somebody like expand their horizons. Um, like look somewhere else. There's other places to look. Stop like focusing on the same old type of information, something like that. Somebody could be seeking a mentor, or somebody could be needing to seek a mentor. Okay, Taurus energy, Hierophant. Maybe somebody need to go back to school. Okay, maybe somebody is thinking about going back to school, and maybe this has something to do with Kanika's situation. Somebody could have got hired. Yeah, she could have got hired as a healthcare worker. I think she did get hired. Yeah, because she was supposed to start work Monday. Okay. Somebody has a mature mindset. Okay. Hmm. Robbery gone wrong. Hmm. So it could have been a robbery involved. Yeah, this could have something to do with Teresa, or because I'm gonna tell you in the very beginning of the movie. I mean, I said the movie. I just remember in the very beginning of the Kanika Jenkins case. I'm just so glad and thankful and that I can remember as many details I can from the very beginning and up. I got a very good memory. I don't need a whole bunch of notes and shit like this all over the internet. Anyway, it was showing some dudes coming in, dressed in all black, and at one point I seen a guy holding what looked like some type of stick or something, and I zoomed in on it and I put it on my channel. This is a channel I had years ago. I wish I ain't never erased because I had so much good shit on there. I probably can look some of that shit up and it'll pop up. Okay, even though the channel's not there. But yeah, it looked like somebody could have came in there to try to rob the motherfucking place. Okay, well, it's a possibility. Okay, because you know, it was people there that was not invited. Once Irene put up that post, the party is dry. You know what I'm saying? We need more motherfuckers up there. I mean, that's the fastest way to get anybody and everybody up in there. Okay. Nobody knows what's going on for real. You got sets, all kinds of sets going on up in there, all kinds of weird shit going on up in there. Okay. Anything it could have been an all-in-one situation. It could have been a robbery and some more shit going on. And the way that Irene was sitting there on that damn camera, like that shit looked like it was some shit going down then. It looked like it's a possibility a motherfucker could have been getting robbed then, even if there were other people in the room talking. You know what I'm saying? It could have been some shit like, I'm just saying, allegedly, okay? And this could be an exaggeration, but it could have been, okay, everybody was chilling in the room, you know what I'm saying? Irene looking scared as a bitch. She looking in the phone or whatever, and the dudes in the all black or whatever, they walking around, everybody, y'all better not say shit. Y'all act normal, whatever. Just carry on like y'all, like shit ain't going on or whatever. Kanika laying down on the bed or whatever the case may be, and Irene on the camera, and they just going around. Then one of the dudes tap Irene on the head and shit like that. Even though, yeah, it could have been some type of weird shit going on like that. Okay, I'm just saying. Well, we got robbery gone wrong up here. Okay. Somebody asking somebody to take them out on a date, okay? Teresa, are you still driving? Kanika's spirit guys are putting them people in their place, okay? Somebody did this crime together. Somebody did a crime together. something about a date. Or maybe somebody was supposed to take somebody on a date. Or somebody committed a fucking crime together. They could be dating somebody that they helped somebody do a crime with. Somebody saw somebody as a threat. Okay? Somebody was purposely isolated from somebody. Oh. Hmm. Oh, somebody about to go get a lawyer. Okay. Somebody was purposely isolated from a situation because of a crime that they did with somebody else. Okay? It's almost like somebody committed a crime with somebody and they isolated either the victim or the person that they was doing the crime with to kind of like protect them in a way. Maybe somebody was promised some type of protection or whatever, and it could have something to do with a lawyer or an attorney that did this. Okay. Let's heat this shit up a little bit. Okay. We got channeling here. Somebody prefer to stay doing the channeling. Okay. I don't give a fuck as long as the accurate, detailed messages come out. Okay? Yeah, it keeps saying you should do this shit again. You should do this again. You should do this again. If you play your cards right, you should do this again. So maybe a lawyer or somebody telling them they should do this again. Somebody could have whisper something in somebody's ear and say, you know what, you should bring this back up. Maybe, it'll get more attention towards the case or whatever. But you didn't already forfeited when you took the money. That's what I don't get. Something about somebody can't be trusted. A lawyer, possibly. Somebody cannot be trusted. It's connected to if you play your cards right. This player cannot be trusted. If you play your cards right, maybe you can get a better beneficial outcome. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. Or somebody is, could be caught up in the situation and be like, somebody could be threatening somebody, okay? And somebody's like, you can do whatever you want to do, okay? If you play your cards right, everything gonna be alright. If you play Aces, Smoking Aces, that movie. If y'all ever seen that movie, or if you haven't seen that movie, go check out Smoking Aces. That's a good ass movie. They got a part 1 and a part 2. It's a real good movie. Situation takes place in the hotel though. Got I think one of those movies got Common and Alicia Keys and them. Okay, somebody's like, you don't owe them shit. This shit keep coming up for the Kanika Jenkins case. Transgenders. Okay? I don't know why people don't look deeper into their transgender situation when Teresa said she knocked on that door on the 11th floor and those transgender people or LGBT people came to their door and Teresa asked them, did they see Kanika on that floor? And one of them said, yes, we saw Kanika with Monifa and two other niggas. And Monifa was acting like a hoe. Okay, I'm just saying that's what was said. Okay. Then I found a transgender person taking over Kanika Jenkins' name on Facebook. Okay. Somebody's a transgender is connected to this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay. Somebody could be a soap maker. Or they thinking about it. Okay. Somebody is somebody's handler. A lawyer could be her handler. Maybe there's a transgender lawyer. Shit, I don't know. Okay? Yeah, Teresa got a handler. She got a handler. Somebody got some bad news to tell somebody. This is something about a transgender. A transgender is connected to this. Your turn. Uh-oh. Somebody about got some bad news coming in. It's their turn. So what is it? The devil coming to collect? Or what the fuck? What is this shit here? You know, the strange thing, the word that was so strange that was involved in this renewal of Teresa Martin's rise was the word. What was the word? It started with a C. Crossroads. That word was mentioned in a video recently with Teresa, and I just thought that was strange. It immediately had me thinking about how people go to the crossroads to sell their soul for fame. Yeah, I wish I remember what video it was. It was a little clip. She mentioned the crossroads, and I was thinking about the Bone Thugs and Harmony and all that shit. I kind of found it funny here because I've been hearing that word a lot here lately. Crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. See you at the crossroads, crossroads. See you at the crossroads, or you won't be lonely. I'm about elementary school. There could be a crossroad at elementary school. Somebody has a platonic relationship with somebody. Sorority. Somebody's part of a sorority. Ooh, don't trust this bitch. Don't trust somebody that's in a sorority. Somebody's like, don't trust this bitch. Destiny swap. Somebody trying to destiny swap somebody. That's what this is. Somebody draining everything out of somebody. Somebody draining somebody's all their fucking energy. Somebody be around somebody who possibly is from a sorority or some shit, and all of their energy get drained when they get around somebody. It's supposed to be a platonic relationship, but they're draining the shit out of somebody's energy. Okay? We don't trust this bitch or this nigga, whoever this is. Okay? Yeah, somebody's questioning somebody's autopsy report. Don't trust the motherfucker who doing the autopsy report, or who did the autopsy report, or maybe Teresa didn't trust the bitch that was doing the autopsy report. Okay, something about friends. Uh-oh. Don't trust this bitch. Somebody's questioning some friends, possibly, when it comes to an autopsy report. Okay? Taurus. Somebody friends with a Taurus. Connected to a Taurus. Somebody was life path 9. That bitch better go sit there. Don't let this motherfucker back in. Okay? Whoever this bitch is, okay? Don't let him back in. Okay? Somebody's afraid to see somebody face to face. Somebody was afraid to see somebody face to face. Don't let this motherfucker back in. Career criminal. Somebody is a career criminal. A police, sheriff, or ranger is a career criminal. Somebody chose other people over somebody. The police could have chose somebody over somebody that was way more important. Okay? Somebody got broken bones or had broken bones. Okay? Like, what difference do it make? Like, why? I don't trust you no further than I can throw you. I think that Teresa talking about the lawyer. Some of this shit, I think some of this got something to do with this lawyer. Okay? Something unexpected happened. Just popped up in Teresa's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was sent to confuse somebody to try to control somebody. Okay? They were sent in. And Teresa could have been like, this is not what I expected. Okay? Maybe Teresa thought something was going to go one way in this situation, and it just went a whole nother direction. And Teresa basically was like, bring it on, bitches. Or somebody is saying, bring it on, bitches. Okay? Yeah. Somebody's like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Somebody was chased. Okay? It's all in somebody's body language. Okay? What was really going down. The keys is in the body language. Pay more attention to the body language. Okay? In this situation, it's all in their body language. Okay? Something about a river. The river bank. Something about investment. Okay. This could be a political. I'm feeling like something is a political situation. There was yeah, it's in their body language. You got double language, two different types of language. You got body language and language barrier. Okay, so we are thinking about some foreign situations going on here. Somebody is connected to some foreign entities when it comes to investments. Okay. Mm. This riverbank could literally be a bank. Okay. I don't think when Teresa is communicating with certain people, or somebody, when they communicate with certain people to try to get their points across, somebody just don't give a fuck about what they have to say. Okay. Okay. Gifted. I did. I did. Okay, is that what that is? Okay. Mm. Mm. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Somebody could be like stalking somebody through their phone. Something about a phone. Somebody doing something through somebody's phone. Okay? We got 3 of swords in the reverse. Somebody's trying to heal, but they're having a hard time healing. Teresa could be having a hard time healing. We got the Fool. Something is holding them back from becoming the Fool or starting over, or maybe Teresa is healing and walking into this Fool energy. I saw the Fool twice before in this. Okay. A start or something. I think she's about to take a big risk or a leap of faith. We got this cute little dog here. That could be the dog that she has. We got 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the shadow side in the reverse. All 3 of them. Hold for 1 second, y'all. Somebody is trying to tell somebody is trying to tell Teresa, or somebody is trying to tell somebody that uh, ain't no need of fighting this because it's a losing battle. Somebody could be like putting fear and doubt into somebody's psyche, turn them away from starting over with this Fool card here. Somebody don't want this to start over. Or maybe this is a suggestion that somebody give this up, because shit. Honestly, that's what it. What else is you gonna do? Legally. Like, is there any other way to get around this without Teresa Martin and the regular people that was involved originally with her case directly? Is there a possibility of an outside source being able to bring some new evidence or anything to prove what could have happened to Kanika on the outside? Is that a break? Would that be a breakthrough? That's what I'm asking myself. It's just a flow of a question that just popped up in my head. Like, is that a possible thing? Because otherwise, it definitely would be a waste of time legally. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing else, ain't no more damn money to get out of the situation except for if you was, Teresa was trying to get the money from the public. Okay. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like it's another round of, fucking money scheme or some shit. I'm just saying. Somebody, the reason why Teresa went through this is because she thought that they were going to get something better next time. Somebody belongs to a coven, okay? They gave into, Teresa could have gave into temptation, okay? Maybe she felt like, maybe she held out as long as she could, okay? Maybe, maybe the attorneys and everybody, the judge or whoever that was proceeding the case or whatever, maybe they was thinking, well, shit, time is running out. You got a short amount of time. What you gonna do? You gonna take this money or what? Huh? We'll give you $10 million, but we can't give you no more than that. Because, according to these pictures and shit that's been set up, okay, it appeared that Kanika Jenkins, it was an accident, on the hotel's part. We just going to pay this bitch and shut her the fuck up. Maybe that's what it, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that it could be a possibility. However, like, it just proves that money was more important, and now that the money has ran out, possibly, okay, because you just never know. Motherfuckers could still have the money and just be reaching out for it. It could be another agenda. I'm just saying. She's always competing with somebody. She refuses to put effort into this. Okay, she wants everybody else to do the work. Okay, she does not want to put a lot of effort in it, and yet we are the ones that get blamed when things get wrong, when we're trying to find out what the fuck going on all ends. Okay, that means including you. Okay, you cannot exclude any damn thing. Somebody first, middle, last initial start was a R. Okay, Aura. First, middle, last initial, nickname. It could be Rosemont. Some shit. Okay. Person, place, a thing. Somebody be seeing ghosts. Okay. She could be seeing Kanika Jenkins ghosts. Okay. or somebody's ghost, or some damn bad this person that started with an R receives ghost, or maybe Rose might got ghost in that bitch now. Maybe Kanika be hunting the shit out the guests when I'm just saying. Look, I really do be hoping that Kanika be hunting the shit out of motherfuckers. For real. I do. I said all the way from the very beginning. I say I hope she hunting the fuck out of these motherfuckers. They did her wrong, goddamn it. I hope they hunting the shit out of her ass. Somebody ain't showing no damn respect, okay? Somebody they ain't got no respect for nobody, okay? This person that started with the letter R, possibly, okay? Teresa, I was not asking for all that romantic shit, but there's a lot of wild ass shit going on with the romance, okay? Somebody's like, I ain't going nowhere. So Teresa's main focus a lot of times is when it comes to romantic relationships. I'm just gonna try, when I see something else come up about her sexual encounters and shit, I'm just gonna not say too much about it. Yeah, she's taking it out on others involved or not involved, okay? She don't give a fuck who it is. She just mad as a bitch, okay? Rightfully so. However, you got to put in your little efforts as well, Teresa, now, okay? You have to tell us the truth about what's going on. It's like 1 minute, it's, I don't know what happened to Kanika, and then the next minute it's somebody's fault, okay? Like, really, you said, and she is going back to the beginning when she said, I don't know what happened to Kanika. Then what the fuck? Somebody backdoors people, okay? This is a backdoor situation. I keep seeing backdoor, okay? Shit. Somebody living a damn double life, okay? Or was living a double life. I'm about kind of sick of this shit, okay? They cannot move on, okay? They're having a hard time moving on, Teresa. Or Kanika may be having a hard time completely moving forward, okay? When there's somebody on earth who has a hard time disconnecting from their loved ones when they pass away, it holds their loved ones back from going further, like to where their own possible hell or heaven is, okay? Something about the Northwest, what's this, Chicago area. Construction. We getting more shit, cause I was about to get bored. Look, spirit guys, you got to beef this shit up, bro. I'm getting answers, but I need a beef. I need a beef up. We need some extra shit here. We really do. At least it ain't the same old over and over again type, same old repeated bullshit, okay? Over and over again. Yeah, we got taking out shit on others again. Something about a cooking show. Do they have cooking shows? Oh yeah, they show the fucking do. They did say that that junk could have been they hold like murder mysteries there and shit. Okay. Maybe she likes cooking shows or some shit too. Okay, maybe she gonna get on the cooking show. Who knows? Cause man, I'm telling you, when these people get on the internet, once they get big on the internet, I don't give a damn what the situation is. When they blow up like this, anything can happen. They can end up on goddamn fucking the Food Network. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Shit, look at, a whole lot of social media icons, supposedly. They end up getting their hands on a whole lot of shit, okay? So somebody knows exactly what the fuck they doing, okay? Like, they not no damn dummy, okay? So, don't take this shit too, like, don't get too deep in this, okay? Somebody need to drink more water, okay? Yeah, somebody reading the transcript. Fake ass shit. Somebody use somebody's name to receive assets. Okay, there are fingerprints that need to be brought up. Okay, a transcript could need to be going back over to. There's fingerprints. Motherfuckers ain't even go over. Okay. Yeah, somebody put something in somebody's name. Somebody used somebody's name to get assets from somebody. They ain't got shit else to talk about. This is all they can talk about. Okay? There's nothing important other than what they're already vibing on, okay? Yeah. We gonna put them motherfuckers back in where they came from. Somebody, they refuse to give her what she deserved. Or maybe she feel like somebody don't give what she deserved. Okay? Something about Photoshop. CGI. Maybe somebody refused to give her like some photos or maybe a video or some shit. Cause ain't CGI like video type shit a mastermind? Somebody's a mastermind and they ignore. They're ignoring her to. They supposed to give her something or somebody was supposed to give her and they never gave it to her when it pertained to the footage or something like that. Okay? Because somebody gave into temptation. They couldn't help themselves. It was about money. Okay? For the most part, the drive was the money. Regaining. Somebody need to regain a balance. Somebody need to go back over some notes or they need to take some notes. Okay? Somebody is definitely in too damn deep. That's it right there. Her ass got in there too fucking deep. That's what happened. Okay? She not only is Teresa thinking about what happened, she, with Kanika, she's thinking about everything. She's thinking about everything that took place. Okay? Yeah, somebody's like, I'm not going back and forth with you. Yeah. It's a little argument going on here. Somebody is banned, okay, or somebody could be about to be banned, okay, from somewhere, okay. Something about the 7th. Somebody could be getting banned on the 7th. Somebody like, I'm not arguing with you no more. I'm gonna ignore it. Somebody's like ignoring somebody, or maybe somebody is thinking about banning somebody. Somebody could have been banned from a place on the 7th. Okay. Who was banned from? Somebody could have been banned from the hotel on the 7th. Something about the 7th. 7 could be, light past 7. It could also be. The day before Kanika got killed. Something about the 7th. What's the name birthday on the 6th, right? Somebody's like, I got a surprise for you. There could be a surprise coming in. A twist to the situation, okay? Big twist. That might just suck everybody back in. Somebody's like, you would regret this shit. Oh yeah, they definitely do that shit. Bullies their supporters. These people are screwed for coming in against you. Okay? somebody is getting ready to run away, or somebody's bully is about to run away, or some shit like that. Somebody about to get back with the fuck everything they put out. They getting back. Big ass forehead ass. Yeah, somebody. I'm just saying, Teresa. I mean, I got a big ass forehead too, but you do got a big ass forehead. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, somebody is sentenced to death. It's a runaway. Somebody could be about to get sentenced to death. Okay, or somebody's like, I don't know. You know what? Bullying their supporters. You know, I think this could mean that somebody, some supporters could be running somebody's ass away. Okay. Or maybe they run their supporters away, or they're about to. Okay. You got people, the majority of the people, I mean, I'm based on what I've seen so far, I think that about 96% of the population that know anything about the Kanika Jenkins case in any way, shape, or form is going to run. They're not for this thing with Teresa. Okay. A lot of people is in the Knight of Swords energy. Okay, very aggressive. People could be like going back and forth. That's why we got I'm not gonna argue back and forth with somebody. Okay, it could be a King of Cups energy, Pisces. Maybe Teresa's having an argument with somebody. Okay, and somebody's like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with your ass. Okay, they're gonna just simply ignore them. Some of this could be what somebody is telling Teresa, maybe about her conduct. Okay. This could be some of the conversation, okay, that Teresa is having with somebody. Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay. We do have Scorpio out here on the table. We have Sagittarius as well. We got the Eight of Pentacles, lack of ambition, stability, or clarity prevents their success. Okay, they need more education or effort. Yeah, they need to put in more work. Okay. If this is something somebody wants to do, they need to put in more work. Okay. This is something new that Teresa is trying to start. Okay. I felt that as well. Like, there's got to be some more new shit they trying to draw everybody in with. I'm not gonna get all up into that shit. Okay, we got Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. Okay, could be Kanika's energy. It's a transitioning. This is Scorpio and Scorpio, Gemini and Scorpio. The sun about to come up. Okay, there's about to be some shit that's gonna come up about, some more information is gonna be coming out the woodworks, okay, with the sun rising in the background. Okay, sun in the background, Kanika, this could represent Kanika, okay, on the ground, okay, but there's a transitioning, okay, an old cycle has passed with this, and now there's a new cycle coming up, so that's basically what this is, okay. Could mean there could be a failure, just like earlier when the cards were saying this is like a losing battle. Ain't no need to even going through this again. Somebody could be feeling deep depression as well, feeling broken. Somebody feel like they ruined something, or okay, somebody feel like they ain't got no chance to do anything again. We got Seven of Wands, the Leo energy. We got King of Wands. We got Ten of Cups. That's Pisces energy. And then we got the Page of Swords in the reverse. Gemini energy in the reverse. This is family. Kanika's family. Okay. Or this could be somebody in Kanika's family that is very bad tempered. Okay. They're in their low energy. This could be representing Kanika or somebody in her family. Very bad temper, can be spiteful. Maybe somebody was doing some shit they ain't had no business doing because they're insecure. Okay, this could be a family member that could have did this. Okay, to Kanika, take it however, whichever way. Okay, it's almost like there's a little bit of ostracizing here. Like somebody does not want somebody to speak out. A child, possibly. Maybe something happened to a child when they was younger or some shit, and somebody didn't want somebody to speak out about it. Okay, and this caused somebody to like have some type of behavior issues or some shit like that. Okay, we got Seven of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse, so we got delays here. Somebody don't know whether or not they want to continue to do this shit or they want to back the fuck off of this, okay? But if whoever is going to go for this, if this is Teresa's energy right here, they need to be real about this shit. Okay, I'm talking about really real. Not this old they have to be, I get the grieving and everything, but if you really want this to happen to Teresa Martin or whoever that's trying to do this, anything to do with this, okay, they need to be, they need to have a professional mindset, I'm thinking, because we got work, we got a lot of, you got a lot of wands here. We got a lot of planning that needs to be done. It needs to be done. It needs to be organized. Okay, it really does. Um, we need like an energy like Aries, Leo, working together, or straight up Aries, maybe. Okay, or somebody needs to be in those energies. Okay, somebody need to make a decision whether or not want to move forward. Move forward. You gotta make a decision now, but if you make the decision, you gotta do it the right way. Like you can't all this goddamn drama and shit. It just ain't solving no issues. It just isn't. Yeah, this Teresa energy right here. Chariot and the uh, drill. They got a drill swords right there again. Yeah, drill swords upright. Drill swords in the reverse and the initial. And then we got King of Swords in the reverse. That's Gemini energy. Something could be going on with somebody's sibling as well. Okay, a sibling could be in trouble or some shit in the family. Okay, I got that earlier too, like somebody in jail or some shit. Okay, possibly. Yeah, something going on. We got Ace of Cups here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, energy. New love, new emotions, compassion, energy towards something. Okay. Damn sure got a lot of suffering going on here, okay? Gemini energy in the reverse. Somebody having a lot of nightmares. Somebody's trying to find the strength to move forward, to restart this, gain more momentum, motivation to get something started again. We got Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Capricorn energy, and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, That could be Teresa's energy. I didn't see her energy until just now. So it could be her energy. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles definitely her energy, but it's also this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so something about a contract, okay, or somebody got the lack of confidence or ambition um to like change things for the better, or um somebody is thinking about doing some shit, but they ain't putting no physical effort into it. They just talking about it, okay. Somebody is just currently hostile right now. They're just all over the place, okay. Um, she's very careful about who she's trying to trust right now because of what the fuck is going on. She don't trust. I don't blame her. I mean, shit, this the world card. Having a hard time figuring out who she can trust. Okay. Yeah, she's having to sign a caution with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. This time she might become, if she does take this on, or whoever this is about to take this on again. Like, it needs to be an energy of, this is not a damn competition or a fucking race. And this is what this what made me not want to deal with the Kanika Jenkins case over time and time again over the 8 years, because people was like doing this shit like it was some type of competition, like that it was some type of finish line or something to get to as fast as possible. Like there was a big trophy or some shit waiting at the end of the damn road or some shit. Okay, when it came to this case, and that's why I just was like, you know what, fuck this. Okay. And then, of course, I kept hitting roadblocks and shit, and I was going above and beyond, just like a lot of other people. I was going my own route. I was doing what I could do at the time. Okay, and it was just, it was just a little too much. I was doing too much. Okay, I need to take time off and heal myself. I had gotten sick and every damn thing fucking around with Kanika Jenkins case. Okay, so yeah, I had to draw my energy back, but like, this has to be taken seriously, okay? This shouldn't be, oh, we need to hurry up and get this done and shit like that. It needs to be a situation where it's handled with care. Let's put it that way. It needs to be handled with care, and it not need to be about money. This Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse with this pentacle holding in her hand, okay? Somebody may try to block somebody's efforts, okay? This Queen of Pentacles is Teresa's energies, okay? So it could be a contract, or somebody might not have no confidence in moving forward, or she might be trying to block the efforts of people actually doing something about this shit. And this is the World card right here. This is her energy here, Saturn. There's a restriction. Okay, it's a bona fide restriction. We got Saturn, we got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, I can see if it was in the upright, but it's in the reverse. And we got Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, somebody feel like they stuck somewhere they don't want to be. Okay, but they need to make a damn decision. What do you want to do? Because people is on standby. Like, Teresa, is you with us or aren't you with us? Or whoever, okay, that's thinking about going forward with this, okay? I already said I ain't doing this shit. Even though spirit guys keep saying, oh, you should try this again. Or somebody is saying that somebody should try this again. We got the Hermit. That's the energy she's in. Trying to figure out what to do. Okay, pretty much. Going within, trying to figure out what to do. She could be asking somebody who got some damn sense of, what should I do? Is there any way that I can go around this contract? Is there any way that I can go around this freaking roadblock, this huge boulder that we got sitting in the middle of the freaking social media streets? Okay, is there anything we can do? We got Strength in the reverse, and then we got the Illusion. Shit. This is like wishful thinking. Yeah, we wishing that something would go on with this, but it could be in vain. Honestly, she could be struggling to like keep in touch with herself. Maybe Teresa lost herself over the years. Okay, because behind this whole situation, okay, she was strong as fuck in the beginning, and people was around her to keep her, focus or not focus, let's say not focus on what took place and shit like that. And now, I mean, from what I see, I'm not sure if this is true. However, it don't appear that all those same people are around her on a regular as they used to be. Yeah, because we got cups here, lover, people that family possibly. Okay, now it's like it's a huge struggle behind closed doors, and it's showing up in broad daylight now. You know, it's showing up. Somebody is potentially hoping that. I mean, she's already a star. Okay, she's already a star. I'm thinking that maybe this is some of this could be a relevancy as well, about relevancy. We can't let this shit die out type of energy. Greed, possibly. Nine of Cups could be about greed. A lot of this could have something to do with family as well. Okay. Somebody's wish fulfillment could be coming true as well. Okay. Somebody got a lot of love for somebody. Emperor in reverse. Pentacle and Cup in reverse. Burden, yeah, let this shit, this bullshit go. Yeah, she got she ain't got no money going on. She got bad news concerning money matters. Okay. She may have gotten a little bit lazy. Okay, we got this real laid back energy. Okay, like it's hard for her to let go of things that really don't match up with what she's trying to do. She could have went through a relationship that recently that just went sour. Okay, maybe she's having a hard time expressing herself, or maybe she's not. We already know she's not emotionally stable. Yeah, she's struggling with that. But yeah, she about to have some real conflict with the established order, and it could have something to do with the lawyers and shit like that too. Okay, she really don't have that much energy to like do anything. She might be trying to switch some shit up too. She about to switch some shit up. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here, cause Sandman trying to fuck me up, and yeah, I'm getting the sandy eyeballs and all that shit. So let me just leave this here. But yeah, there's a lot of mental shit going on here. She may need to see a physician or something like that. She could already have been. Okay. Could be drug activity going on. Addictions more than what it used to be. Okay. She could feel like discouraged. She feels like not only do she want justice for Kanika, possibly, allegedly, she could also possibly want justice for the people that she considered did her wrong during the whole process. Okay. She blames everyone else. Okay. She does not take accountability, I don't believe, for some of this shit. Okay. It's you, this and that. and her focus on the fast life. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is, bruh. I know one thing. I have no intentions. I'm gonna say I have no intentions on doing anything connected to the Kanika Jenkins case, as far as you know, doing it the way I did it before. Takes too much time and effort, and I'm just keeping it real. It drains the hell out you. Okay, it really does. You gotta. I'm not gonna go back to barely 100 fucking pounds and need to go to a damn psychiatrist and all that wild ass shit going on because of something. You know, because somebody refuses to come forward with. You know, just come straight out and tell what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? Why it gotta be all this being around the world, nah, type of weird ass shit. You know, I just ain't got the energy for shit no more. I would watch other people's videos and, you know, I barely even comment on people's videos no more. I done got to the point I learned how to not say too much when it comes to, you know, a lot of things. I just don't, I don't have nothing else. I mean, how many times you gonna say the same fucking thing and then, you know, later on you see somebody else saying it and you're like, now you want to get it. It's just one of those things, but that we deal with in life. No, I'm not gonna, you know. I'm like, what would be the point of it? I'm just trying to figure out. Is there going to be real so-called justice here besides street justice? You know, I just feel like, well, damn, if it was street justice, you know, give us a heads up. You know what I'm saying? Tell us, you know, sneak us a little, give us a little hint or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave us out here hanging, thinking that we out here doing all this fucking work that's going to lead somewhere. And Teresa, you know, pretty much you and the people that were at that party and at the hotel are the keys to whatever. And I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm just saying, I just find it funny that Teresa decided to come back now. Like, I don't get it. Like, after you done took the money and shit, what else is there to come after somebody for? Like, I can see if you didn't take that money, you know, and shit didn't work out in court. Say, you know, they said she, you know, Kanika committed suicide, or, you know, she was, you know, accidentally put in the freezer and was locked in and shit, and the judge ordered it, okay, it was an accident, and then you got the money, or whatever, or however the fuck, okay? I just, you know, I just went and took the money first. If I really wanted to find justice for, you know, who did what to my daughter, unless I already knew undercover, like, I'm just like, if there's such thing as street justice in this case, that means that Teresa know what the fuck happened. Yet, we have something that's saying that Teresa claims she don't know again, like she did in the beginning. You know, saying nobody did shit to Kanika. We got heroin here again. Somebody's like, oh, I need to stock back up on my heroin. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, like, what would be if there's street justice? Because a lot of the people that were involved, some of the people that were involved is not here no more, or connected to the people who were, you know, in this case. Monifa lost her brother, or her brother got shot. Shamaya got shot. It's so much shit that happened since then. You know, I heard Irene and had another baby. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as, you know, them young ladies and the people at their party had shit to do with their death or whatever, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything, you know, whatever it is, everything good come out of it, whatever. But it's just too suspicious. You know, that something else going on. I think they coming back to like suck our damn energy up again on this fucking shit. that ain't getting no damn well, okay? And look, if something come up, goddamn it, and it's a bona fide situation where you can really prove that somebody did this and that to Kanika and all or whatever, whether it was an accident or whatever, I'm not going one way or another, because I'm not gonna put myself in that position, especially after all the shit that we went through. Okay, I'm not about to do that shit. Okay, I done came so far in my spiritual growth that I understand that once you realize that somebody don't give a fuck about your life, your well-being, they don't appreciate what you trying to do for them and shit like that, and it's time to cut the fuck out, because I'm still trying to figure out who them fucking bastards is.